Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Yeah. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn world. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Popcorn world. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world. There's no mystery. Let's make history with the five. Oh, the song 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me and do the 5. Yeah, we'll keep it on the floor. And the funk plus 4 and you got 5.
What it do, peoples? Well, I don't like this view at all. There we go. Okay, now we cooking with gasoline draws on.
What's up? What's up?
I've heard that before. What would it actually be like to cook with gasoline draws on? Dangerous, I would imagine.
Hot.
I would imagine.
Very hot.
I would imagine. I mean, that's Chad Major right there, right over there. Still high on Michigan love. Maybe higher today than he was yesterday. Maybe. We'll see. And then, of course, it's the great Byron Lusby. We all here. Well, we're here. I don't know where everybody else is, but we're here to do a great show. And we're going to do a great show. We're going to have some fun. We hope you have fun with us. We're going to have a lot of fun today because in our minds, we're going to fix our NFL team. In our minds. Now, I don't know if that's really true, but in our minds, we're going to put some good stuff out in the atmosphere. And hopefully, it'll come back. So there you go. Glad to be here with you. Let's jump right into the show. We have breaking news. I was going to save this to the end, but it don't make sense to save it to the end. Sharon Moore. We actually have 2 breaking news. Sharon Moore, the former Michigan head coach, football coach, Michigan Wolverines head football coach, was in court today. And when court ended, he was given 18 months probation on misdemeanors. I don't even know if that's a slap on the wrist. That's like just get out of my court. Man. You embarrass yourself and you embarrass your family, which is essentially what Judge Cedric Simpson told him. Like, you embarrass yourself and you embarrass your family. And the fact that your wife is still with you is a shock. That's basically, I'm paraphrasing or summarizing the judge's message to Sharon today. He basically said, you're an idiot. I'm letting you off because the evidence was flimsy and there was some behind the scenes stuff that was going on that you were able, that you benefited from, that you can't be charged with what you really were charged for. But let's be clear, what you did was stupid. I'm paraphrasing, guys. I'm paraphrasing. He said, what you did is stupid. Matter of fact, here's a quote. Frankly, Mr. Moore, you had no right to do what you did. That's what he said. He said, you had no right to do what you did. He said, I know you put that young lady, Paige Shivers, she was placed in fear. It was a traumatic experience for you. It was certainly a traumatic experience for her, but you had no right to spread your pain to her. So They didn't go into depth. You would have to been in the court to understand the depth of what took place. But if you believe the rumors of what took place, there's a reason why a man went from what looked like a horrific situation to, what would you call it, Chad? What'd you say it was? It was a what now? Slap on the wrist. There you go. So thoughts, gentlemen. Sharon exonerated, not essentially exonerated. I mean, technically he was hit with what was the charges? He pleaded no contest to trespassing and malicious use of a telecommunications device involving a domestic relationship in exchange for dropping more serious charges.
All that to say, he'll be the next head coach at Bethune-Cookman.
He might. Listen, he went from he'll never be hired again to he might be hired again.
It better be, he best go to HBCU and work his way back up.
And by the way, his wife in court with him apparently has, for now, decided to stay. For now, I mean, time will tell.
Yeah.
And he said in a brief. First of all, the judge. Here's how shocked the judge was. The judge said he was especially moved by the support of Kelly Moore, particularly in her recorded discussions with the police that day, with children making noise in the background. And he said the person who is saving you from the full wrath of this court is the person who you betrayed. First of all, bars from the judge, straight bars. He said when all the circumstances are happening to her and she's absorbing them in real time, she not once loses her focus, not one bats an eye to doubt you, not once wants something terrible to happen to you. As I listened to the terror in her voice that day, I don't think there would be anybody in the world who would have blamed her for saying, I am done here. The judge got bars. I'm let's keep it a game.
He probably put a hefty sum in her bank account. I'm sure.
You talking about Sharon?
Yeah.
No, because his is hers and hers is his.
Yeah, but she got free reign to do whatever, spend whatever she wants to at this point.
I mean, she's,
yeah,
she might have a little more leniency in the relationship.
That's a yes house, not a no house.
For a while, for a long while, maybe for the foreseeable few decades.
Yeah.
Till them kids gone.
Yeah, till them kids gone, it's gonna be me and the kids want to go to the Bahamas. But baby, we can't afford the Bahamas. Me and the kids can't afford the Bahamas. You right, boo.
You can't.
Right, you right, boo. You can go to the Bahamas. Y'all enjoy yourself. Bring me back one of them hats.
You go look for a job.
Bring me back one of them hats if you go to the Bahamas. Byron, what you think about this? Sharon got off. I mean, essentially got off.
He didn't. I mean, he don't have a job. He's toxic. Should be toxic. So I don't even want him around HBCU kids. Get on.
But somebody will do it.
Somebody.
Maybe. I mean, good. And may they lose every game they play for hiring somebody like.
Oh, wow. Wow. Every game?
Every one of them. Oof. Like, I don't think dudes like that should coach. Like that, what he did was horrible. Horrible. Well, decrepit, not just cheating on your wife. You know, the incident with the other coach that got fired, that the girl told you he's assaulting her, then you go and try to get with her. Like, nah, dog. Yeah. Gone somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't infect our kids with that. Go somewhere else.
I definitely want him to get help. I want his family to get help. I agree with you. I don't necessarily want him coaching anybody. Like, I think you've lost I'm an example to kids privileges.
For a long time. Like, go fix you first. And then maybe in 3-4 years we can talk about it.
We can have a conversation. But
they hire him, anybody that hires him soon, may you lose every game you play. Every one of them.
Okay. Well, speaking of losing games next season, ironically, Diana Rossini, the legendary, I would say legendary in my business. I would say she's a legend. She's been around a long time. Opened up a lot of doors for the women folk. She resigned from the Athletic. Now, if you're not familiar with this story, Diana and Mike Vrabel, coach of the New England Patriots, the Super Bowl playing New England Patriots, they were at a resort or something. I don't know. They looked like they was at a resort together. Now, depending on who you choose to believe, they looked like they was at a resort together. Now, I have not heard that there was some kind of conference at this resort. I have not heard that there was some kind of meeting for coaches at this resort. You got your finger up. What's your finger up for?
Because there was a meeting.
Church.
There was a meeting for coaches just recently, and I think she was covering that.
But they weren't at. It wasn't at that hotel.
It wasn't at that hotel. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, my bad.
No.
Yeah, I was like,
This was the meeting before the meeting.
And by the way, if you covering a meeting, why you ain't at the meeting? I'll sit outside with women in bikinis just because when I'm supposed to be at a meeting. I don't do that. I go to the meeting. That's what I go to.
He was covering something else.
He was listen. They now to be fair, I like fair reporting. I've always liked fair reporting. The holding hands was a little manipulative. It was, but it was a little manipulative. Because hold on. Let me be clear. Because if you watch the full video, they held hands for like a half a second and then they embraced in a hug.
Was it a church hug?
It was not.
Either one of y'all holding somebody's hand who is not your wife, you interlocking fingers.
I'm not interlocking
for half a second.
I'm not interlocking fingers with nobody that's not my wife.
Exactly.
But that's not.
And in the words of Jamel Hill, you can't have the boobies. He can't get the boobies on the hood.
No, you can't get the boobies on the hood. No.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I'm gonna just say this because as much as I heard their statements. I've heard both their statements of innocence, and I feel you, dog. I feel what you're saying. I feel it. I'm just saying.
Where's my grandma? It just don't look good.
It didn't look good. There's a lot going on. And then here's the other thing. I don't resign from jobs I haven't done anything wrong from. I've never resigned from a job that I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you resign? I read the statement. Oh, I don't want to take my family through it.
Aha.
Take my family through what? I didn't do nothing. Unless you did something. Now, if you did something, that's different. I can respect you getting out early and putting this to bed. I can respect that.
Yeah.
But if you ain't do nothing, listen, I am of the opinion that crisis should be handled if you are innocent, much in the way that Nick Anderson handled his crisis years ago. Y'all remember Nick Anderson's moment of crisis where someone tried to accuse Nick of rape, and Nick said, I'm putting cases on all you snitches. I'm putting cases on the girl. I'm putting cases on her mama. I'm putting cases on her children. And by the time she's done, she won't have a dime or a reputation. And that thing went away fast. That she not only went back on her story, that story went away forever. That's the energy I'm on. I'm on that Nick Anderson energy if I'm innocent. That's if I'm innocent. Byron, would you resign from a job that you ain't done nothing wrong?
No, not unless somebody had a PI follow me and took pictures that they took and had video. That's who took them pictures. It was a PI.
Oh, yeah, because it was all through the bushes and everything.
Yeah,
like
that was a PI.
Man.
It was released.
But what was the PI there for though?
The husband.
Because either her, and by the way,
I think it's her husband hired the PI.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, the internet is undefeated. Because every negative thing that she's ever said about her husband, they drug that thing out and they was like, she been on this. I was like, Jesus, Diana, this is not good. This is not good. So I don't, listen. I feel you resigning, and if you resign because you clearly don't want to take your family through what is clearly a violation, I got it. I'm with you, girl. I support you. you're probably doing the right thing because it was going to get ugly. And by the way, Mike Vrabel is not out of the woods. He's going to have to answer for that with his team and the owner. Well, maybe not the owner because the owner's right there.
I get ready to say the owner dapped him up.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, my.
Yeah.
That's why you got to go to the rubbing tub.
Yeah.
They
But
don't tell it.
right,
There ain't no cameras in the rubbing tub.
yeah, you gotta go somewhere. You gotta just handle your business better, brother. But other than that, you ain't got no problems here. But the team is gonna feel a way about it. They're gonna be like, oh, that's what you own. That wasn't a good look. So anyway,
No.
I wish them well. I wish her well. I wish their families well. That's
she's not gonna work in the league. She can't work in the league anymore.
No, she's done with that.
Just think, like, if you're getting scoops from other teams and you sleeping with this dude, like, who's gonna trust you to give you information? And that's what you fashion yourself as an insider. So how does that work?
Well, it's giving done before. That's why this is bad. It's giving done before. And I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. But that's what you open the door for once this happens. And I'm telling you, the resignation didn't do you no favors either, because now everybody's going to come with the receipts. Don't be surprised this story breathes even more.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her. I do feel bad for her family.
Yeah.
I'm sure those are the picks he wanted released. I'm sure it's far more.
Oh, my God. I hope not. But it
I
probably
don't want to see it. But I'm telling you, dog, the PI wasn't just on for that day.
Oh, no. He been on this. All he did was just get leverage for a court case to be determined. That's all this was.
Yep.
So it's bad. It's bad. You know, I genuinely have always respected Diana Racina because I think she does her job pretty well. Although I'll admit there's a little bit of, I've always also felt that there's maybe a little bit of arrogance there, but I get it. If you're an insider, then, most insiders have a little swag to them. So I get it. Because they got information that most of us don't have. Now, full disclosure, I don't always look for that information. That's not a job I've ever wanted. I don't want to live in the shadows. But she seems comfortable with it, and so there you go. All right, so we want to get those out the way because I didn't want that to ruin our shout outs. Although Sharon might get another shout out. I don't know. And then let's get into some more breaking news. Well, it's not really breaking at this point because it happened like over the weekend. But Doc Rivers has departed from the Bucs. That's the word that was given to Shams Sharonia. Doc Rivers was departing from the Bucs, which is a fancy way of saying he was fired in a mutual decision, but really not really though. Not really. Is that a surprise to anybody?
No, it's not. It's not a surprise at all. We know my documented feelings about him as a coach, so
you're not a fan.
I'm not a fan. So no, I'm not surprised. He backdoored the job anyway, so no. I mean, you got rid of a coach that was doing fine, and you brought in Doc Rivers, and worse result than the coach you fired. So, no. So,
go ahead, Byron. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah. My thing, he should have never been hired. Like, what you hiring for? So, he is what he is. Talking about Google me, yeah. If they Google you, it ain't good.
Now watch how y'all talk. That's Hall of Famer Doc Rivers now.
Anybody getting in the Hall of Fame now? So
what Chad just said.
The Hall of Fame in basketball is like Oprah cars now. Just look under your seat.
Yeah, anybody.
There's probably some keys for you. Look under your seat. It's fine.
Anybody.
That situation has disintegrated in such a way that I didn't even. It's so bad. Is that the worst? Or is that ultimately going to be the worst departure of a superstar from a team ever when it's all said and done? when you look at the totality of the last 3 years, let's start with Damian Lillard / Drew Holiday and work our way through the last 3 years. Is that the worst 3-year ramp up to a departure we've ever seen? The candidates are probably Giannis, James Harden leaving the Nets. James Harden leaving the Sixers wasn't great either. Who else? Who else could you put in this category?
James Harden leaving Houston when he got fat.
James Harden leaving Houston. James Harden doesn't leave well.
Nah,
he doesn't leave well.
No.
You look at his track record. His track record of leaving to another team is not great. I'm trying to think of anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's not.
Yeah, I think that's probably the main characters right there.
Because most guys don't try to blow the thing up when they leave. Ben Simmons, maybe at the all-time high. That might be the only thing you can compare this to. He was awful in every place he's ever been.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody else
Nah,
that was this bad.
Nah.
That's probably it.
Nobody's coming to mind at this point.
Yeah. And ultimately, they're going to lead. Now, will they get value for Giannis? Because he's clearly gone. But will they get value with him? That's the real question.
Yeah, I think somebody still will. Because if you're the Knicks or the Lakers, you're going to have to come up, you're going to have to bid against each other. So I think they'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have to give him some key pieces to get him for sure.
Somebody for sure is going to overpay. I did hear a question today that was interesting. That they said given his injuries and age, is it a true overpayment for whatever you give away for him? And I said, well, I don't know how much I buy into the injuries, because he says right now I can go play right now, but they don't want him to play. So I don't know. Is this an injury season, or is this just a breakup, a bad breakup? It feels more like a bad breakup than it does an injury season.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to categorize. I don't want to put this in the category of injury plagued. So I don't know. Interesting. It's interesting. I don't like public bad breakups. I'm not a fan of that, because that might be who you are. But this don't feel like it's all Giannis's fault. That's the only reason I'm giving him a pass. It feels more like this is the Bucks' fault.
Yeah, I mean, if he can play, I believe he can play, but I think they're not letting him play because of the leverage part of it. So they can get what they can get in a trade. So I mean, smart by there, because he could have a chance to get injured and then blow the whole thing up. I mean, so.
You let some of these teams tell it, but it's the greatest draft since 2004. Like they really acting like there's some real ballers in this draft, and I think there are some good players. I don't know how transcendent they are, but you let them tell us it's like 9 franchise-changing players in this draft. So I don't know. I don't look out and see that kind of draft. I see a good draft. I see a great draft, as a matter of fact, but I don't see like a KD, a LeBron, a Dwayne Wade, a Kobe all in one draft. Like, I don't see that. I don't know if it's that. So anyway, I don't know. Byron, what are your thoughts? Like, do you feel like?
I think it'll be a good draft. I'm like you. Like, I think there'll be, a couple of all-stars, but like you say, nobody that's transcendent.
Yeah.
Not a transcendent talent, but it'll be some all-stars.
It'll be some all-stars for sure. For sure. All right. Well, let's stay in the NBA and the WNBA. Let's start actually in the WNBA. And draft went down last night. And shout out to the Dallas Wings for keeping love alive. Like, I mean, they made a conscious decision to forget the 6'4" center that was there, 19-year-old 6'4" center that can dunk, and forget the 6'7" center that could just won a national championship. Damn all that. Let's go keep love alive.
Yep.
Let's keep love alive and our franchise player happy, which she was. She looked very, very happy last night when her boo thing got drafted to the same team, because that's gonna save them a lot of money. If you think about it, it's gonna save them a lot of money. She ain't gotta buy a new place. They can just, move in together if that's what they choose to do. If they're at that stage of the relationship, they can just move in together. And I'm just saying, why you laughing, Chad? I'm being serious here. I'm about helping people help themselves. And so they decided to go. I'll say this. I personally would not have drafted her first. Yeah. No disrespect to AZ Fudd. And I'll say this also, because our brother Reggie Love called me during the draft yesterday. And he said, man, I wouldn't have drafted her. I said, well, I will say this. They did make it work at UConn. That's a different level. It's a different level.
Enrique wasn't at UConn, though.
That's my whole thing. If you're going to draft her, you got to get rid of Enrique and get a big. I've been saying that.
Well, Well, let me say this. We are in free agency right now, and I do believe Enrique has played her last. I do not think that they are going to play, those three players are going to play on a basketball court together. I do not see it happening.
The way they do trades, like they've already signed that girl to money and everybody's spending money. So who's going to have the cap room to sign her?
To bring Enrique over?
At this point, yeah.
I don't know, but I don't see how you play all three of them together. I don't see, unless now the other strategy could be this. And I don't know, I've never seen that happen with a number one player overall, but this may be the first time it happens. That you keep Enrique and Paige on the court together for now and bring AZ along slowly, and then you eventually switch him out or whatever. I don't know. To me, this is a crazy strategy because this didn't make their team better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Although there's some things that they've done that has made their team better. I do like what the Dallas Wings have done this offseason. But
can AZ be a small forward?
No, not at 5'11". Not at 5'11". Not at 5'11".
It's not gonna work.
No. Yeah. And she doesn't. She defends well for her size.
Mm-hmm.
But
you gotta be willing to bang to go down there.
Yeah. That's a different monster. That's a whole different monster.
You don't bring the first pick off the bench either. That's the thing.
Well, but in any scenario that they have currently right now, they're bringing the first pick off the bench. Like Enrique was a first pick. So are you going to bring her off the bench? You're not bringing Paige off the bench. So it's either Enrique or AZ. And I don't see them going to a 3-guard backcourt. They'll get torched. Like you can't do that. So I think Enrique has played her last day.
I think so too.
And I think she knows that. I think she's got to know that they're not breaking up a happy home.
I just don't know how it happens.
I don't either.
I don't know the logistics of how they can make it happen.
Yeah, because like you said, they paid her. I don't know why they would have just.
They paid Enrique?
Yeah, they paid Enrique.
What'd they pay her?
I think it's a multi-year deal too. I think it was
here recently.
Yeah,
within
the last month.
Within the last week or two.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what the plan is.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if in the WNBA if that's considered a tradable contract. You know?
Well, neither do they, because they've never had these contracts before.
Yeah.
So this is all new territory. Here's what I think is going to happen. This is my humble opinion. They're going to use Enrique as bait to go get a big.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they should do, by the way. That's exactly what they should do.
Exactly.
So I think they're going to go target some teams that have a surplus of bigs, maybe the Liberty. Maybe they can pry Jonquel Jones away from them. Maybe.
She just signed too. So
but that's what I'm saying. That's why it may work. The numbers may work. I don't know.
Okay.
They need a big. They don't need another They either need a big or a really solid 3-and-D, and somebody that will be complementary to really complimentary and protective of AZ, because she needs help adjusting on the defensive side. So when she's on the defensive side of the ball, they need to put somebody whoever she would have been guarding, whatever two she would have been guarding, the other player, that either they need to get a 3-and-D that can guard that too, or they just need to go get a big and protect her on the backside. That's what I would be angling to do. And there's some candidates out there. There are some candidates out there. I don't know, but I just don't see this. I cannot see this team starting the season here in a few weeks with this three. It just doesn't make any sense. So
yeah.
Other players that got drafted, Olivia Miles went to which actually I think she got put in a perfect situation.
Yeah.
She was going to be playing next to Nafisia, and that it doesn't get much better than that. So I think that's fantastic for her.
Yeah.
Awa Pham Thiam went to the Seattle Storm. That's who I would have taken if I was the Wings, but they chose not to, and that's fine. The biggest people make choices. Byron, they make choices.
Her girlfriend wasn't on the team.
Her girlfriend was not on the team. I don't even know if she has a girlfriend. I don't know. UCLA had a day, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know their squad was this popular. Like, I didn't realize that people love their team this much. But apparently, or there was a lot of limited options in the minds of draft evaluators. But Lauren Betts,
both things can be true.
Both things can be true. Lauren Betts went 4th. Gabriela Jaquez went 5th to the Chicago Sky. And I think and then Kiki Rice went to the brand new Toronto Tempo. I actually like Kiki Rice. She's a really solid player. She doesn't shoot the ball well, but she makes good ball decisions.
Yeah.
So I like her as a player. Not sure I would have taken her 6th, but if I'm a franchise that has never been done anything ever, then maybe
she's a name. She's definitely a name.
She's definitely a name. Flage thought she was going to play for Golden State, then woke up from that dream like 15 minutes later and realized she was going with Awa Pham to the Seattle Storm, which makes for a good day for Seattle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they got 2 solid starters. So they're off to a really good start. And it replaced a lot of players that they lost in that thing. Raven Johnson went to the Indiana Fever, placed her next to Caitlin, which will put Caitlin probably in the better place that she is, which is a playmaking shooting 2.
How do y'all feel about that? Because they had some static.
Oh, that's on the court 2 years ago. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, that's over. Now
as competitors, they're going to compete. So
yeah, that's over.
That's fine.
Okay,
they are fine. It ain't that serious. It ain't never that serious.
It's going to be more of a problem of getting Caitlin off the ball.
Right. Well, yeah, Caitlin. I trust.
Off the ball.
I think Raven could be her Derek Fisher. She needs to let her be her Derek Fisher. Derek was one of the smartest basketball minds that ever played. And so let her do that for you. So all you got to do is stand out there and shoot threes and make an occasional play when you need to. But let Raven do all the other stuff. So I thought that was a good mix. I like Cody McMahon going to the Mystics. The Mystics, low-key, had a hell of a draft.
They had the best day.
They did.
They had a hell of a draft.
They had the best day.
Yeah, man.
I like Cody better than that girl from UCLA.
Over Lauren Betts?
No. The Jaquez.
Oh yeah. So I didn't get the Gabriela Jaquez.
I think it's the tournament kind of turned her up a little bit.
But yeah, that's just 2 games though. Like to me, Cody's been good since he was a freshman.
Yeah,
I can see a person getting fired over that because I don't see that in her game. Like she has a decent game, but it's not. It ain't. I agree with you, Barry. I don't think it's better than Cody McMahon. I think it's okay, but it's not.
We told Bryn that's kind of who you need to play like.
Yeah. Medina Okot going to Atlanta was in steel. I don't know how she fell that far.
Like if you talk about a fit, that's a great fit.
Yeah. And I don't even think she's come close to her ceiling yet. Like she's got such a high ceiling. Yeah. She's still learning the game. So that's a great fit. That's a great team for her to play on.
And it moves Angel to the 4.
It moves Angel back to her natural position.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna be good.
Sure. That's gonna be a solid. Some other notable names, and then we'll move on. Tanaya Lawson went to the Sparks, which I guess that's their Rakia replacement, but they'll bring her along slow. Mm-hmm. Who else? What was some other notable name? India Navarre also went to Atlanta. Dariana Littlepage Bugs went to the Mystics. I'm telling you, the Mystics had a day. They did. Cassandra Prosper. That was a great pick for them. They did really well in the draft.
I thought they had the best day.
I can't disagree with that. I cannot disagree with that. And no disrespect to the third round, but I don't want to mention the third round players.
I tuned out. I only tuned in when I heard Rory Harmon got drafted.
Well, where did Rory end up going?
She went to
the Mystics.
Mystics, that's right.
Hey, low key, Rory might make the team. Yeah. Rory's a smart basketball player.
Rory is a demon.
She can score.
She's a demon. Like her on the ball defense is crazy.
Yeah, Rory might make the team.
And she can shoot. Like she's a better shooter than Kiki. Right now, I get it. There's a big size difference, but
right.
I like point guards that can hit 15, 17 footers.
Rory reminds me of Dana Evans from Louisville. She's just a dog.
I can see that.
A dog, and she's not. And she's fearless. Yeah, and she's fearless. So yeah, I agree with you. I think she could. If anybody's gonna make it out of that third round, I think it's her. I think she's gonna make the.
She's gonna have a chip on her shoulder too.
Oh, I'm sure she is totally offended. I'm sure she is totally offended, and she's gonna use that as solid motivation. All right, let's get into the NBA final standings of this season. It was a weird Sunday. It was weird because it looked like guys were sitting guys. So the teams that were sitting the teams were basically saying, we don't care if we win this game or not, but then they ended up winning the game. So Boston forced Orlando into the 8th spot, which Orlando was trying to get to the 7th spot. And Boston was like, we don't care who we got. We're going to win. So they beat Orlando in the final seconds of that game. The Nuggets didn't even play Jokic for the second half. They were trying every which way they could to lose that game to the Spurs, and the Spurs still couldn't win the game. They got blown out, which forced the Lakers into the 4th spot. But that might be the best spot for the Lakers, if we're being honest. The 3rd spot maybe wasn't the best spot. So this playing the Rockets, they may have a much better opportunity to advance, although I don't think they will advance. But the final standings in the East, we got Detroit at 1, Boston at 2, the Knicks at 3, the Cavaliers at 4, the Raptors at 5, Atlanta at 6. And tonight, as we speak, we have a play-in game going on between the Charlotte Hornets and the Miami Heat. And then later tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Phoenix Suns. So that will be interesting. Phoenix and Portland, the winner of that one will clinch the 7th spot. And the person in the 8th spot will have to play the winner of the Clippers and Golden State. I think that's tomorrow night.
Yep.
Yes.
So that all will be very, 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 very interesting. And tonight, for those who are looking for the games, it is on Prime Video. I know it is extremely confusing right now as to where games are. That's the part that the NBA has got to fix this season.
Yep.
I don't know where stuff is anymore. I don't know where the games are anymore. Some of them on Prime, some of them on Netflix, some of them on NBC. Every now and then they see like they're on ESPN. Like it's crazy. It's crazy stuff right now. So they got to fix the communication of all of that. as they go forward. Okay, that's all your NBA, WNBA news. Now we're about to have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. Questions 3 and 4 are about our mock draft. And so mock draft is very simple. We're using similar rules that we used last year. Shout out to Pro Football, what is it? Pro Football Focus? What is it called? PFF? That's called PFF. But they have a beautiful mock draft simulator. By the way, ESPN, I see you over there trying to copy PFF's mock simulator, but you ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. Okay. There's a lot you can do on the PFF mock draft simulator. So this year we're expanding the draft a little bit. So we're going to draft for the teams that we love, although Byron is not drafting for any team that he loves because Byron spent many years doing this for real. This is what we're doing today. He did this for a living. So he has just chosen 2 teams that he's going to draft for. We're going to choose.
I don't have a favorite team.
He does not
That's
have
my
a
favorite team.
Yeah. He can't draft Oklahoma. So there you go. So I'm going to draft for the Giants. I'm drafting all things New York today. So the New York Giants and the New York Jets, I will be drafting for them. Chad will be drafting for his beloved Cowboys and also the Cleveland Browns because he likes Shador and he's very flashy. Chad is very y'all don't know about him, but he is. Should we draft for the Colts in the absence of Cam? We were going to draft Colts. He was going to draft Colts and Raiders. I feel that's where I was conflicted at, Byron, because I was like, you don't want to draft for the you don't want to see their success, do you? Like,
I mean,
I throw some stuff out there and pray it manifests. So no,
you can draft terrible for them.
Well, I tell you what,
and then I would hope it manifests.
Well, I tell you what, the best thing we could probably do for the Colts is to leave them alone. So we will not draft for them at all in this draft. But now let's start with the big board. Let's start with the big board. And I had a chance finally, after all, I've been in meetings and presentations all week long, but I had a chance to step away for about 3 or 4 hours today. And I was blowing Byron's phone up today, by the way, to try to look at some more film. And I specifically looked at guys that are on the quote unquote big board. And so I want to talk to, before we get into our drafting, I do want to talk about some of the guys that everybody is saying are the guys. Because when you look at tape for some of the guys, and especially where we're drafting today, now this may not apply to Chad, or maybe it does, but for me, I'm drafting in the top 5 for the Giants and also for the top 2 for the Jets. So this has to be a home run value pick. It cannot be me taking a chance and reaching on some guy that may or may not hit. So I'm interested to hear you guys' thoughts on some of these players that are considered quote unquote best available. So let's talk about them just a little bit before we go into our picks. For example, right now at ESPN, the number 1 best available player is Arvell Reese. They label him a hybrid. They say his pro comp is Abdul Carter. He runs a 4.46, which again, take that for whatever you want to take it for. Like, he runs fast. Okay, great. That's awesome. It only means something if he can get to the quarterback or stop runs and stop pass plays. But if he can't do any of those things, then who cares? But he has a 92 out of 100 overall grade, which is extremely high. When you looked at the tape, Byron, did you see a number 1 best available player in Arvell Reese?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you see he's an athlete, but sometimes they have him do too much. Like, yeah, he's a hybrid, but what are you going to do when you get to the league? Especially as a young player, how's he going to get on the field?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to come in and do these 6 different things. I mean, ask Travis Hunter how that worked out.
Yeah.
You got to get on the field. So what's the one thing he's going to do to get him on the field? And then is he better than the kid at Tech or Bain at that one thing? I don't think so.
Great question. So I'm gonna say something, and I'll go ahead and put this out now because it will basically cover all of my thoughts as it relates to most of the defensive players for Ohio State. I'm not sure who their offensive coordinator was, but God bless him, he had them in some good schemes. And as a team, they looked pretty solid as a team. As individuals, when you project them up, I don't see all of this amazingness that everybody is talking about.
You said defensive coordinator for
Matt Patricia.
It was Matt Patricia. That's who I thought it was, but I didn't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
So I was hoping one of y'all was looking at you did. Thanks for having my back on that.
Yeah.
I was waiting on you to finish. I know.
Yeah.
I
Matt had them in the right places, doing the right things most of the time. And they all played well in those positions. If I was going to take a person out of that group and take a chance on them, I'm conflicted about that because I'd have to take him at 5, and I don't know if I want to take him at 5. But it would be Caleb Downs. He does a lot of the things that you want your safety to do. But see, to me, if I take you at 5, I'm taking Ed Reed. I don't see Ed Reed. I see a low budget Ronnie Lott, a Timu Ronnie Lott. He does a lot of good things and he's solid. And I do like him in run support in blitz packages. But then you're also hoping that your blitz package you called is everybody's done their job, right? And so for where we are and for what might be happening or may not be happening, there is a Dexter Lawrence problem that we currently have. I don't know if it would be smart to take a Caleb Downs because we may end up having to go with a rookie at that position. So it's a very interesting situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thoughts on all. So if I was just gonna rinse and repeat when it came to Arvell Reese, when it came to Sonny Styles, and when it came to Caleb Downs, I don't know if I want to reach and grab any of them, and they'll just have to prove me wrong. Chad, what are your thoughts?
I understand what you're saying, but there's a lot of guys in Ohio State that are elite at their position. So
100%.
You want to definitely take a chance on. They're supposed to be well coached.
I think they are well coached. I think Matt Patricia is a good coach.
And they're smart.
Ohio State as a university, I can't really say anything really nice about them. So I'm going to say that, they're supposed to be well coached. So, I feel like they should be okay. So,
okay. Are they top 5 for you, Byron? Are they top 5 for you, Chad? Any of them?
I get why Arvell Reese is. I just, to me, you gotta have a plan on what exactly he's gonna do,
right? And
not this hybrid. And he does so much. No, how's he gonna get on the field in year 1? And if you're okay with that, then you can take him.
Yeah. Is he a pure? They said he's similar to Abdul Carter, which I guess that's supposed to mean that he can be moved around in different places.
Did they move Abdul a lot?
Well, they did. Well, we did this year because Brian Daboll wanted him and Thibodeau and Burns and all those guys on the field at the same time. I don't know how well that worked, if I'm being honest with you. I think it kind of maybe stunted Abdul a little bit, and I think once Kayvon kind of went down and he was off the field for a while, then Abdul moved to the edge and he was way more effective. So I think Abdul is, if you're saying that you're going to move Arvell to the edge in a 3-4 scheme or something like that, then I can get on board with that. But
I feel like Aaron Glenn is a very good coach, And if he's taking Arvell Reese, he has a plan, like you've been saying, and he's going to utilize him to the best of his ability.
So for you guys, of the three, Arvell will be your pick. If you had to take one in the top 5. Okay.
I'm not taking a safety that high unless he takes the ball away like every.
Well, that's the thing with Caleb. His best plays are not coverage at all.
Yeah.
They're all centered around blitz packages and him running up to stop a running back, and which I love. You love that, but
not at 5.
Not at 5. Like that's
not unless you take the ball away like Ed Reed. I wouldn't take a safety that high.
I want you to do all of it. Like, I need you in coverage as well.
But you have to take the ball away to take a safety that high.
I agree. I didn't see that. If I'm being honest, my favorite cover guy, and it's not even close really, is Jermod McCoy. Jermod's solid to me. Like he is a true cover. He is on the ball. Now he's handsy. Don't love that he's handsy, but he's there. And depending on what game is being called by the referees, he might get called for it. He may not. But he's going to definitely have to correct some of that because he's a little more handsy than I like my corners to be. Mm-hmm. But there are many plays where he's just there. He's just in coverage. He's in the right position. He's looking back. He's making the play. That's what I want in a corner if I'm taking him top 5. That's what I want. And so I think he's far and away the best corner. I know a lot of people are going to say Mansour Delane. I didn't love his tape. I wasn't in love with what he was doing because he was kind of similar to Caleb in that they using him in a lot. Now that might be just what his usage was at LSU, and maybe he can do more. But the tapes that they put out there was more him on run support on. There was some cover stuff, but it was more scheme stuff. It wasn't like just one-on-one. I can lock this dude up. The one that I thought was a lockdown, as close to lockdown as it's going to be in this draft, was Jermod McCoy, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on those two guys as far as cornerback?
I like Delaney better.
You like Delaney better? Okay.
I do. Just from one lineage where he's coming from, them dudes always play.
That is true. That is true.
So
that is true.
You kind of know what you're getting. It's like, and certain schools are known for certain things, and dudes always play well. So that kid is coming from a school where they always play well.
Very true.
From the time they step foot in the league. So I like his length, his athletic ability, and just coming from LSU, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's going to be tough and all of that.
I don't think you're going to mess with either.
I think they both should have solid careers. I think you could safely draft them. Yeah. Has anybody done anything as far as the defensive side of the ball? We'll get to the offensive side in just a minute. But has anybody done anything on the defensive side of the ball to dissuade you from taking David Bailey or Ruben Bain in the top 5?
No.
Yes, Ruben Bain, yes. The arm length is a thing.
Okay.
It is absolutely a thing.
Tell us why. Tell us and our audience why that's
the tackles are 6'7", 6'8". Mm-hmm. Like them dudes are long freaks out there. So you've got to get your hands on them, because if they get their hands on you, it's easy to smother you. So he's gotten away with it in college, but this ain't college. I think it's going to be a little bit of a problem. Now he's got other stuff, his motor, his toughness, his quickness, and how he can bend. All of that stuff will help him. But top 5,
it's going to have to help him. It's going to have to help him.
I heard somebody talking about the coach took Dwight Freeney. Yeah, but that was down in the teens. That was like 12. It wasn't in the top 5.
Right.
You just have to get with a good coaching staff to be able to help him maneuver that.
Yeah, well, even the coaches, like, there's not it is what it is. It's a thing.
Yeah, you can't coach longer arms. His arms, whatever they are. And his counter is, so it's interesting because in my timeline last night, I watched for some reason this came up on my timeline. I don't know why, but y'all remember Tony Tucker that fought Mike Tyson?
Mm-hmm.
And he actually, a lot of people credit him for giving boxers like Buster Douglas the blueprint on how to beat Tyson. And Tyson was always subject to the underhand hook. Like he was subject to that because he would come in so aggressive that he was like a little pit bull that if you were a longer fighter, you could stand back and hit him with that, which is what Buster Douglas did. And essentially every fighter that defeated Tyson did the exact same thing. I say that because that's kind of what this is. Like Ruben Bain is a pure dog. He is a pure inside terror. If he gets inside of you, he can muscle you. He can out-leverage you, except that maybe he doesn't get inside you. And then what is his counter? And he's never had to counter that. That's the challenge of taking him in the top 5. There's nothing on tape that shows what his counter is to size and height. Like the combination of size to height. What's his combination to Trent Williams? What is that going to be? right? So I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do because he's not going to out-muscle Trent. And he's not
Slater and San Diego.
Right.
Those dudes are long.
Right. So
and they got feet and stuff too. And Trent's just as much a dog as you are. So
right. And they got great kick slides. They got all the stuff. So I don't know what you're going to do, sir. But you will catch some guys slipping for sure. I just don't know if you can catch enough guys slipping to justify being taken in the top 5. We say all this to say this makes now. Let me go to the offensive side of the ball real quick, and then we'll get into the actual drafting. When you look at the receivers, it's very interesting. I know the name that is at the top of that list is Mekhi Lemon. I get why. I get it. I just don't get it when you look at the tape. And that's why I love when my mentor said to me, he said, just look at the tape, Lloyd. The tape's not going to lie to you. Byron's 1,000% correct. When you look at the tape of Mekhi Lemon, and now I give Mekhi a little bit of stall out because he was playing on a team that wasn't the best. But also, that doesn't change who you are as a receiver and how you run your routes and how you catch the ball, how you see the ball into your hands, or even if you see the ball into your hands at all. And more times than not, Mekhi is running underneath balls, which would give me great concern because now my quarterback has to be perfect every time for you to catch the ball. You're not going to make any plays as opposed to Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate looks like a dude. And if I'm being honest, in our system, he'd be perfect because for what we need to help Malik get open and Isaiah get open, he could be that other piece that now you have to play these guys all straight up. So it could be interesting to see if he could be taken there. But again, that's an interesting problem, which brings us to the bigger problem. Now, is there anybody else? What about Jordan Tyson? Because Jordan Tyson's been hurt a lot. Am I right about that? So I like Jordan Tyson. I don't know if I want to take a guy who's already been hurt a lot.
I mean, in the later first round, second round, maybe.
I don't think he's going to drop that far.
He's not.
I don't think he's going to drop that far, Chad. I think he's going to go in the top 10.
Top 10?
I don't know about that, but he won't be there at the bottom.
I'm in like 15, 20, somewhere in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. And as far as offensive linemen, Francis Magoa, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing his name right, from Miami. Solid, super solid. I love what he does. I love, and I can't pronounce his name either, Ola Vavega. I think I like him more than I like Monroe Freeling, although it's a Georgia dude. So now I'm kind of like, it's a Georgia dude.
One of them toss-ups.
Georgia dudes in the trenches have been pretty good, although they've been much better on the defensive side than they have been on the offensive side. So I liked Vega more than I like Freeling. And then Caden Proctor is solid as well. And I can see why you would take Caden Proctor. But do I want to take him top?
Late,
I was gonna say, do I want to take him top 5 though?
No,
Right. So
he's
that's
down
the problem.
in the 20s. You take him. You take Caden down there.
So then that brings up the problem of this draft, and it is a problem. Where is Jeremiah Love going to fall?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay, talk to me.
It's going 4.
So you think it's for sure?
Yes.
Tennessee, not even close.
Yes. Don't big brain it. You don't have to be big brain. Take that dude.
Because him and Cam together could be special.
That's all you want. Yeah, you got a back that'll take pressure off him. Now you build your offensive line and get him a couple of weapons. And yeah, I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer.
I'll say this. I don't disagree. I don't know what to believe coming out of New York, because if you listen to them, there is conversation that they really, really like him. But they
trade up to 3.
But there's only one path to get him, and that's to trade up to 3.
That's it. There is no other way. He's not. He won't be there.
He's not going to fall to you, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to fall to you. So that means you got to go get him. If you really say you like him a lot, you got to go to Arizona and make them an offer. They can't refuse.
And in my opinion, you have far too many holes to give up all in picks to get a dude that doesn't make you a contender right now.
Well, and that is very true. I don't think we should be giving up a bunch of picks for that.
You don't have. I mean, you got way more holes than that one dude.
I agree.
And that dude is good, and he's special, and I get all of that, but no.
If you can get out of it with some player to player and late picks in other drafts,
you're not.
Then maybe.
There's no way you're giving up. You're going to give up your 1 or 2, or 1 or 2 next year.
Well, hopefully, all you have to give up is a swap and a couple of players, and maybe some late stuff next year.
You're gonna have to move up to 3. It's gonna cost you a lot.
Yeah.
It ain't no. I mean, I get the fan in you wanting that, but that ain't. Yeah, that's no go.
It's got to be worth it on the other side.
Yeah, it ain't gonna go like that, big dog. I'm sorry.
Well, listen, a man can dream.
I get it. You know,
a man can dream.
And sometimes you got to be audacious in your fandom. You got to.
If I am the Giants, I keep putting that narrative out there a lot though, because I'm trying to get Carnell Tate if I can't get Jeremiah Love. So I put that narrative out there until everybody in everybody believes it. Although if they took Francis McGowan, I wouldn't be mad at that either. That's also a very good pick.
That's the smart pick.
I know Giants fans
would take that high.
I know Giants fans would be upset because that's not what they see or understand. But if you've seen the kid play, that's a solid, safe day one starter.
That's what you want in offensive lineman. You want a dude that you can plug in there and be there for 10, 15 years.
Exactly. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I think what they're really trying to do, they're trying to see how this Dexter Lawrence Thibodeau thing works out and who is the most likely candidate to trade with them for one of those players. It is more likely that Thibodeau is the one that's going to be out. I'm going to be honest with you, I'd be stunned if Dexter Lawrence is no longer a Giant. I'd be stunned because it doesn't really make sense other than you don't want to pay the financial part, which I can kind of understand because that one guy is not necessarily – do you want to bring in some guys that are all together and they all grow together and the contracts line up? That makes sense to me. And do you want to pay one guy $30 million? I also get that. But also at some point you're going to have a cornerstone player. And maybe he's that guy right now. So I don't know. It's a very interesting situation to be in if you are the New York Giants. So, but I one of those guys by draft day, I think will be gone. and the Giants will have an extra first-round pick. So if that's the case, then now you got to
If
go.
you're gonna get a first round pick, it's gonna be the D tackle.
It's gonna be well. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're not gonna get a 1 for Thibodeau.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm leaning more towards Dexter, made $30 million is a lot. It's a lot.
I get that, but if you're talking about getting a number 1 pick back, it won't be for Thibodeau.
Well, but that's what I think is happening. I think those are the conversations that
I get that.
Shane is having.
I get that.
Do you? And that's what you got to be honest with yourself about. Do you want that number 1 guy, an extra number 1, where you can go get the tackle to replace him and get a good player, or is that enough to go get to the 3 spot and go get Jeremiah Love, and then you go do some other stuff on the backside? I don't know. It's a lot of different things and options that you can have in this moment, but it will be interesting to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're ready. We've talked it up as much as we're going to talk it up. Ravens, Titans, Cowboys, Browns, Giants, Jets. Okay, here we go. Let us bring up the board so you all can enjoy this with us. I think you will enjoy this tremendously. We had a lot of fun with it last year. If I can just do it right. If I can just bring up the board right. Jesus. Okay, there we go. All right. And there we are. As we enter the draft. Now, the first question I will ask you all is this. Do you want to try any trades to start?
I'm scared.
No.
Okay.
I don't. That's too much.
Okay. So we're going straight up and down.
Yeah, we never even we wouldn't do scenarios with trades.
Okay.
Whenever we did mocks and stuff, like we would do mocks with just how it was, and we would do just top 32 players in order. But we never trade. It's too much. You never know what the hell.
Because you don't know. You really don't know.
Yeah, you don't know which. You don't know if a lineman is gonna show up with a gas mask and some weed right before the draft. You never know.
That wasn't even necessary, Byron.
Wow.
But that was a wild. You don't know if a team is gonna.
But it was funny
picks.
though. It was funny.
That was wild. That was wild.
I would imagine that's a very wild day. Okay, then let's jump right in. I don't think this is that hard. The first pick of the draft is not that hard at all.
Absolutely not.
No. Shouldn't be.
Worst kept secret ever.
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza is going number 1, which puts me on the clock. Now, here's what's interesting, because Chad, you said something, and I don't think I disagree.
Okay.
If it wasn't for Aaron Glenn, I would say they were for sure going David Bailey. But I think Aaron Glenn is the kind of guy that thinks, I think I know what to do with that guy. What do you think, Byron?
I disagree 200%.
Oh, wonderful.
They were static, and if you look at how Detroit played defense, they weren't moving guys all around.
They weren't.
That's rush Chad Hutchinson. You're gonna rush the passer. That's what you do. I think they were static.
Well, in that case, it's either Bain or Bailey, and Bailey
it's a no-brainer. Easy. You don't have to big brain these picks.
Okay, well then I'm going Bailey.
Yeah.
Bailey for the Jets.
Absolutely.
There you go. Look at Jeremiah didn't even get to 4. Look at this in this draft. He didn't even get to 4. Jesus. Okay, so that brings us to
they're not taking him. Like that's not.
I don't believe that either.
They're not. They're not taking him. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't see that either. But
why did it do that?
Because
that pick, that's not realistic. Like
that's available, right? I think that's probably it.
Yeah. Can you turn that off?
I don't know. That's a great question. Do we have to start the whole draft?
Because that's okay, but that's not realistic at all.
Oh, I can undo it.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, they're not taking him.
All right, let's see. Let's see if you know what? Let's do this. Well, I don't want to pick for Atlanta though.
That's okay. I mean, we got to discuss it as a group anyway. They're gonna take the big dude. They're gonna take the freak show.
Okay, let's see. Let's just get it set up so this doesn't happen again, because I don't want to spend a whole. Well, because I don't want to spend a whole.
I get it.
Yeah.
Going
back and forth with that, because you're right. I agree with you. I can't see Arizona doing that at all. Like that doesn't make any sense at all.
Zero.
All right, so we're going.
You're gonna draft a running back with no quarterback.
Right.
What'll be? No.
Okay. All right. So now let's see. We'd have to take this completely out, I think, in order to do this right. And also take out the randomness, I think, is what is making that go as well.
Like that's a bad model. Like why would never? Why would you take that dude with no quarterback?
Well, now listen, they this is.
I mean, and I get it's Arizona, but they're not even that dumb. Well, maybe they are.
All right. So okay, so now let's start again. Let's try this again. Let's see. We know Fernando. We know David Bailey will go second. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay,
yes,
so
that's what. Yeah,
that
and
makes
of course,
way more sense. Okay,
yeah, 4 is going to be the running back. They're in love with that dude.
so Jeremiah will go fourth.
Yeah. Now what you gonna do?
I think I gotta take Tate. I gotta sure that up once and for all. Though I will tell you, I really love Francis McGowan. I really do. Like he's solid to me. But I'm gonna take Tate. All right.
Ooh.
All right. The Browns on the clock. What are you gonna do, Mr. Chad?
Scroll down for me.
You should have had this in order, Chad.
I know what they would do.
Typical Brown situation. Y'all don't even know what y'all gonna do.
Nah, we're gonna take the tackle.
Taking who?
Tackle.
McGowan. I agree. 100%. That's where I really think he's gonna end up.
Yep.
Washington getting Reuben Bain is really on brand. And if Caleb Downs goes to Kansas City, that's good for them. That helps them a lot. Okay, Cowboys are on the clock. Who y'all taking?
They took. Oh, that's interesting.
And McCoy.
You taking McCoy?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me do this the quick way.
Jermod.
He wants to take Jermod.
Gotcha.
Where is it? Is it? Okay, there it is.
Interesting.
So you think the Cowboys are going to come all the way up and take Jermod at 12? All right. Okay.
You don't think they take a pass rusher at that one?
Nah. They're thinking they're all signs of them taking one at 20.
Okay.
They got 2 picks. So he said,
I know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ravens are on the clock.
They are going to take Mr. Tyson.
Oh. So you think they're going to take a chance on a receiver once again?
Absolutely. They don't have a 1.
They don't have a 1. They don't have a true 1. You're right. All right.
And if they don't take him, they'll take the tight end.
Okay. The Jets are at 16. This is where it gets interesting. Because there's only, to me, 2 places where Ty Simpson can go. He's either going right here to the Jets, or he's going at 21 to the Steelers, in my opinion. But I'm going to take the risk today and not take him at this spot. I'm going to see because maybe he falls. Maybe he falls. And so we're going to go with an edge rusher. And or you know what? Maybe let's see who's at cornerback. Who's available at cornerback right now? Am I missing anybody?
Unless the computer picked Mansour.
Oh no, Mansour went to the Dolphins.
Okay, wow. He went to the Dolphins. Okay.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Let's see here.
Oh, I know who they would take.
You do know who they would take?
I think so. What? Caleb Downs, if he's there. Did he get picked?
Caleb, I think he's already gone. Yeah, he went to Kansas City. Yeah, he went to Kansas City. I think the safest place would probably be Avion Terrell. He's the best available. And if you're looking for a starter, I don't love Avion Terrell's game, but maybe with Aaron, he gets better. Cowboys are down the clock at 20.
We are taking Messidor.
Messidor. That's where you're gonna get your edge rusher. Okay. All right.
He's there. Yep.
Okay. CJ Allen is so. CJ Allen went to the Steelers. That's interesting. The Browns.
We're going Amari Cooper.
You're going with the wide receiver from Indiana. Okay.
Well.
All right. And now we are headed to the second round of the draft, I believe. Yes, we are in the second round. Did I do it wrong? Oh, I forgot to reset it.
That's okay. You don't need to do more than one round.
Okay, well, let's look at what went down. So in our mock first round, Fernando went first. No surprise there. Bailey went second. Arvell went third. Jeremiah Love went fourth. Carnell Tate went fifth. This feels right.
Tackle. I think that's going to be the tackle. I don't think they're going to take Carnell Tate, especially with him not running real fast.
5 and 6 switching would not surprise me.
Yeah.
So I'm not. And again,
that.
as a Giants fan, I'm not upset at that. That does not.
You should feel great about it. I think the Browns would take another tackle. I don't think they'll go skill guy yet. I don't think they'll go. They may go skill guy with the second pick, but I don't think they'll go skill guy at first.
I don't think they'll go skill guy that high.
No.
They need.
I think they're going
they need
line,
right.
They can't block.
Yeah, they need.
I think protection.
Spencer Fano.
Yeah.
Or they need my guy that I love.
The Oregon. Where did the Utah kid? Not Utah. Is Utah or Oregon Fano or?
Yeah, that's who went to the Rams. But I like him.
I think he'll
Browns.
go. Yeah.
I
get it. I get why we did it because Mauga is there.
Absolutely.
Mauga is there.
Yeah.
But they're definitely going O-line at 6.
They got to clean all of that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to clean all of that up. I like Jordan Tyson for them at that 14 spot, but you know who
if he's there, he may go 9 to Kansas City too.
I don't hate Denzel Boston at that spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If they can,
I think they'll go wide receiver or tight end. I think at 14, I think they'll take the tight end if he's there.
I don't get
if the receiver is gone, they take the Oregon tight end.
I thought I just saw
Sadiq.
Yes.
I saw the Vikings taking a receiver, which if that happens, that would be insane to me. Yeah, Mekhi Lemon at 18. That's insane to me. So the only reason that makes sense is if Jordan Jefferson is saying I want out.
But I don't think he is with Kyler there.
I feel like he'll stay with Kyler there.
Absolutely. He has a chance to put a video game numbers with that film.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ola Vavega is going to fall that far. I feel like he's going to be not that far behind McGowan. And it is probably, I tell you who needs him is as much as Oregon, listen, we all know the Bengals ain't got no defense. That's true. That is very true.
But a safety ain't gonna help.
But a safety is not gonna help. So I can see him going,
I don't see that at all.
I can see him going to the Bengals. I can see him going to the Bengals or even to the Dolphins.
Messidor could go there.
Yeah.
Messidor because they don't have pass rushers.
Yeah. Anything else in this mock draft that is interesting to you?
The kid from A&M ain't on there. Is he?
How?
Cassius Howell?
Yes.
No. The receiver.
Concepcion. He's not. So I'll be honest with you. I have not seen a mock that he's in the first round.
I don't know about that.
Dolphins or something like that.
Well,
I don't know about that.
There's some questions.
I think that dude will go.
There's some questions about him. I don't know what they are, but he is not showing up on anybody's mocks right now, which is kind of crazy to me because I'm a Concepcion guy. I like Concepcion.
That dude's fast. He can run routes and he can return.
So you would take him in the first?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
top 5, top
If I'm
10.
Cleveland, no. Down in the 20s, if I'm Cleveland, you
At
get down in the
24,
20s. If you get down in the 20s and that dude is there with that
Mhm.
speed and he can return,
over Cooper.
absolutely.
See, to me, here's the problem with Indiana receivers. I really don't know if they're good or not because they didn't pass like that.
Yeah.
They might be that good, but I don't know.
I mean, this dude is lighting people up in the SEC.
Yeah,
And he,
I agree.
like I said, and he's a dynamic returner. Like, I'm taking down in the 20s, dog. You jump all over that dude.
I tell you what, if Caden Proctor falls to 28 to the Texans, that's a steal. And
He
they
could,
need
though.
him. And they need him.
He could.
They need him. They need him
Yeah,
bad.
they do.
Very, very bad.
Yeah.
So this was a good mock. This was a good mock. I'm happy with this mock. If anything close to this happens, and again, I'm with the swap at 5 and 6. Those are my two players that I think the Giants should take, unless Jeremiah Love somehow falls to them, which I just don't believe is going to happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. That would be one of the greatest shocks in the history of the draft if the Giants somehow pull that off. But I just don't see how they're gonna pull it off.
I don't either. And then even if you do take him, are you going to be better with it?
Oh, you'll be better, but
Why? Not if you can't block.
well, I think they're working on all of those pieces. Because to me, if you take them, that means you spend the rest of the draft loading up that line to try to figure out what combination works best. Because you've got your offense now. You don't need to start going to get a bunch of other stuff. You got the only thing left to get after that is the linebacker that you've been waiting to get. And by the way, I have another sneaky one that I would do even more than Jeremiah Love.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take Jadarian Price in the second round. And because Jadarian Price is really good.
But he's going to go at the back end of 1-2.
Again,
He'll go at the back end because there's too many little dudes like that like Jahmyr Gibbs, and those dudes have been successful. So he'll go.
And that may be possible. That may be true what you're saying. I'm just saying if he's available.
Kansas City.
I have not seen him in any mocks, so that's why I was saying it's possible.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams still need running back help.
I mean, it's gonna be close. Like he ain't gonna go in the high 20s. He'll be in the low 20s. Last pick of the first round.
Right, it'll be the very back of the first round if he goes at all.
And it may be something where you trade up to 32, so you don't have to sweat it overnight.
That may be what you have to do if you're the Giants. I'd be comfortable with either one of them from that backfield, because I think the Giants, for them to see the success that they want to see, they're going to have a two-back system, a true two-back system. And with all due respect to Tyrone Tracy, who had a great year this past year, I would rather go younger and cheaper.
Facts.
Because he's not doing anything that Jadarian Price can't do. So I would put my thunder and lightning on him and Scatterboo more so than him and Tracy. So that's what I would try to figure out. Okay. That was fun. That's always fun. That's always a good time. I love doing that. Okay. This is where Byron checks out for just a few minutes. Because we're going to talk WrestleMania. It's happening this weekend. I'm a little more excited than I was last week.
Okay.
And I'm mainly excited because of although I still don't understand why they got Oba and Brock for free on ESPN. I guess that's trying to get some last minute buyers to come in, or I don't know what that is, but I don't.
Bad booking.
Well, it just feels like that's such a big match. Like I'm with Paul Heyman. Like that could easily be the main event. Like, so it's gonna be interesting to see how what they do with that. But doesn't Oba have to win? Like, why go through all of this with Brock and then Oba doesn't win?
I would hope he wins because that would waste the whole storyline if he loses.
And I think it would put a bad taste in the rest of WrestleMania. Like, it doesn't feel like it would. If it's just gonna be another Brock domination fest, what's the point? What was the point?
Dude.
So either one or two things needs to have to happen. Either he has to win super clean, or he has to win controversially to where you can set up another over Brock match later, but you set up Brock's final because I do believe this is Brock's final year. I do believe that.
I think so.
And I think you set up Brock's final year with whatever happens, like somebody comes in and makes Brock lose or something crazy like that. So Ober's not completely clean, but you also protect Brock a little bit, and because Brock has sold Ober. He has sold him tremendously. So it looks, sounds, and feels good. So I'm hoping. I would like to see a clean win, but I understand if they don't. Then I love. I hate the ISO speed match. I hate it with the passion.
Also to bring eyes into it
it is, but I hate it. I'm be honest with you. I absolutely unequivocally hate this match. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm not gonna say I don't support it. I'll just say I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Do you like it?
I don't like it. To be totally honest with you, I don't really like WWE as a whole for the last probably 6 or so months, or maybe longer.
Really?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I don't think they had a clear direction on where to go. And it's like, other than, like you said, the Brock and the Ober thing, I don't really care about anything really else.
And that's where we will part ways, because I am on board for I can kind of see a lot of different great directions for Cody, Randy. I can see a lot of interesting things for where they're probably headed. One thing that's been floated out there is that Roman's going to either win or lose that match, but it will be because of the Usos, so they can start another bloodline feud or whatever. So I could see that happening. And I like that. I think that's great. I'm surprised at how good Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan has gotten. I didn't think that would reach anything, and now it has. And I'm like, okay, this could be interesting.
I think because of the whole collision thing, I think that may have probably added something to it, right?
It helped. But I don't think Liv is going to win. I think Stephanie's going to win, and I think it's going to be because Raquel turns on her and costs her the match. That's what I would do. I would do that. And then I had Oba them night 1, actually Oba them on night 2. Drew and Jacob will open the match on ESPN on Saturday, and that will be interesting. That will be very
interference on that one.
I don't know. What I would like to see is who messed up Jacob Fatu. Like, I want to see I'd like to see them reveal who that is, and I think it's probably Cody. And then I'd like to see Jacob go in and ruin Cody and Randy's situation and really ruin it for Cody. And so that would be dope. So I don't know. That would be interesting. And then, of course, I want to see CM Punk Reigns. I care. They got me all invested in there. The trash talk has been phenomenal. Like, last night was phenomenal.
The match has to live up to it.
Now the match got to live up to it, right? And then, of course, I don't know if Cargill Ripley feels like they're trying to put Jade over and jumpstart this new thing with Jade and Meechin and BFAB, which I like. I like that, but I don't know. I'm scared that Jade won't hold up her end, and Rhea's gonna have to do all the work. I think so. Sammy and Trick is interesting. I think if you're not gonna put the belt on Trick, what's the point? I would love to see them put the belt on Javon Evans in that ladder match, but I don't know. Maybe if Javon just has a good showing, that's enough. I don't care about Finn and Dominique at all. I could care less about that match. And that's our WWE going down this weekend. And then, of course, the night after will be Monday.
We'll see.
And there you go. All right, there he is. Byron Lovely. He's back. What are we watching? What other than the WrestleMania this weekend? What else are we watching this weekend?
The playoff, playing games,
all
that stuff.
One of them is over.
It's a
right?
good one. Mm-mm.
Oh, I think
Miami's it's 111-108 with 28 seconds left.
Ooh,
112-108, 28 seconds left. Miami.
Okay. Miami's trying to hold,
and it's been back and forth.
This is a 7-8 matchup, so the loser technically gets.
No, it's 9-10. This was 9-10.
This is 9-10. Oh, so it loses out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, listen, whether they win or whether they don't, Charlotte has announced their arrival, and I think they are coming. And so I think they are in a great spot regardless of what happens tonight. So
agreed.
Yeah, I think they've already won. They're playing with house money at this point.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Miami is interested in what they're going to do in this offseason. And they are fully in on the Giannis sweepstakes. I hope that this doesn't. I can't see them trying to do a Giannis deal and moving Bam. But I could also see a scenario where Bam says, I want to be moved. I'm tired.
But not to Milwaukee, though. Ugh.
No, not to Milwaukee. I think he want to go wherever he can go.
Yeah.
I just think he's probably grown weary of this situation. Like, it's not been great.
Golden State is a pretty quick flight from Vegas.
Listen to you. Listen to you trying to put everybody in Golden State, boy.
I'm just saying, it's a pretty quick flight.
Oh my God, this guy. So is there anything else that we're watching?
Well, I watched two. I'm in my documentary era for whatever reason. I watched two good documentaries. One about the NIL that I sent you guys, and then I watched another one about the McDonald's All-American game and its origin. That was pretty cool.
I'm living in the NIL right now, so it's kind of hard to watch a documentary about something that's happening in real time.
It was informative.
Charlotte hit a 3, 111, 112, 18.6.
I just thought Kobe White is interesting to me. He has never found a home. And now he may have found a home. Like he's a very nice complementary piece to what they have at totality. And then Brandon Miller just knocked that down. That was a great shot by him. So 18 seconds left.
I also started watching this show called Company Retreat. It's from I don't want to tell you the premise because it'll kind of give it away.
What is it? What platform is it on?
I think it's on Amazon Video.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Video.
All right. Have not heard of that.
Pretty unique.
Okay. Company Retreat.
Company Retreat, yeah.
Okay. It's a documentary or what is it?
It's a fake reality show.
Oh, okay. Y'all can see you gotta give us something.
Okay, it's a fake reality show. This guy gets put into this company that's not really a company. He got like everybody else is an actor, and he's like in this company, gets hired on this company, and they just like go through like these different scenarios. So he's like,
but it's a real show. It's really happening to this guy.
It's a real show, but it's a fake company, and he gets hired on, and he just goes through this company. But in the end, all he figures it out in the end. But
okay. Well, you didn't have to give us the ending. That wasn't.
Well, I mean, sorry. I don't know if you're gonna watch it now.
Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? I'm so sorry, Rory. How did we not talk about Rory? Who tried
to check it off? He was well on his way.
That was gonna be a shit.
He tried his damnedest to get that thing back.
It started when he hit the ball in the water on Saturday. I was like, here we go.
Rory. That's why I put in the group chat. I thought we got past this.
Yeah.
Rory.
No.
He was bad until he wasn't, and then it was just all of a sudden he figured it out. He's like, "Oh, no, I'm good.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The one I was really disappointed for was Justin Rose. I thought Justin was on fire. Justin hit 7 birdies in a row. So I'm thinking
It's when
Justin
he missed that when he 3-putted on that par 5.
Well, that
like,
and then also when he got to the next one and started asking, they caught the mic caught him asking his caddy about the club. I said, it's over. Because I knew he was in his head. And he was in his head from that shot.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in his head from that shot on. And it was just bad.
Yeah,
and I said, Justin, just calm down.
I thought he was at least gonna make birdie on that par 5. I was like, oh,
I thought he was too.
Then you put that pressure on him, and then he wilted.
It's an intimidating course, they say, but
it is.
I was talking to my boss, and he said the thing that Rory had on his wrist was like some type of pulse counter, and when he was gonna hit that pulse, when he was gonna hit that putt, his pulse was at 151 beats per minute. He's gonna hit the shot to win the game, to win the match.
That's crazy.
I feel like that's pressure right there.
Are you talking about his final putt, or next to last putt?
Yeah.
Let me be very clear about that putt. And I don't mean to be aggressive, but I'm using this for impact. I didn't think there was any way in hell he was gonna make that putt. Because that ain't what Rory do. If I remember correctly, and I think I am remembering correctly, he bogeyed last year on 18 to win. Because that's what Rory do.
Yeah.
Rory ain't gonna make that critical putt. He gonna make the next one after he done blew the critical putt. So that's Rory McIlroy at his best right there.
Yeah.
And so, but he always leaves himself enough room to make that mistake. So
yeah,
he did it last year, he did it this year, so it was fine. But I thought you were gonna talk about the approach shot on AT after he hit that horrible tee shot. I was like, he about to take this thing over.
Yeah.
And that was and it was as simple as either he gonna make this shot and he gonna win it, or he's gonna miss this shot and it's over. And when
I saw the lie, I was like, he's good.
Yeah,
it was sitting up. I was like, he can.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact that he could get it over the trees as opposed to having to drive it somewhere around it. Yeah. We know he can do that. So
my thing is, can he win it next year?
Dang, he just won it an hour and a half ago. You're already trying to get him on the course to win it again.
Can he three-peat?
No.
I'd say no, but
yeah, his game says he can. By the way, Kobe White just tied the game up 114 to 114 with 10 seconds.
Hey, you're ahead of me.
Am I that far ahead of you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the ball is not. He just inbounded.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a tough shot too.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy shot. Crazy shot.
That's a tough shot.
Listen. Somebody need to tell Charlotte that they're ahead of schedule, that they don't have to do all this. Because clearly they didn't get the memo. And that's great defense. That's great defense. It's just better offense. So there it is. Tie game. Do you put the ball in Hero's hand or you put the ball in Bam's hand?
Bam.
Okay.
Bam will make a good decision with it, even if he doesn't take the shot. I don't. Tyler, we don't know what that fool.
Got to put it in his hands.
Okay, all right. I watched the finale this weekend, or this week is of The Pit is going down on Thursday. That'll be good. I'm trying to watch this show Rooster on HBO Max. I don't know. I like Steve Carell, so I be trying to give him a chance. And I like him I definitely like him when he's halfway between dramatic and funny. And he is. This is what this show kind of is. He's halfway between dramatic and funny. Hacks came back, so I love Hacks. And then I did watch the opening episode of the new series, a New Year season of Euphoria. Hey man, take some. There's a lot of drugs being done on that show. I'm not even talking about the show. I'm talking about the writers. The stuff that they come up with. Yeah. You would have to be reasonably high to come up with these concepts for this show. Like this.
Probably are.
It's a lot going on in Euphoria. There's a lot going on. I have not started The Boys. I don't think I'm going. I think I made a conscious decision. I'm going to wait and decide. I won't tell. I won't say what happened because Byron's behind me. I'm gonna wait and decide at some point to watch The Boys. Maybe I think the season finale is May 20th, so I'll probably wait till the end. I may just go right to the season finale and call it a day. I don't know. It's just a hard show to watch, but it's a lot going on, and it's a lot. Euphoria and The Boys are battling for weirdest shows of all time. They're in a full-on battle. So there you go. Who we sending prayers up for? Anybody?
God, they had somebody too. God, I should have wrote it down.
I want to send the prayers up for Ruben Bain. This process is hard. No, real talk.
Yeah.
This process is hard. And the stories that are out about him now are not new stories. These are old stories.
No, yeah.
That they're dragging out again solely to affect his draft status for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but maybe some teams are trying to say if he drops down to us, then we get him and whatever. But I feel bad for a kid having to relive his worst moments in real time. And so I want to pray for his mental health.
Yeah.
That he will stay mentally strong and locked in and not allow himself to get drug into the dirt of the muck of all of this. This is definitely the hardest part of the draft for kids who, their worst stuff gets put in their face like this. This is a crazy time. So thoughts and prayers to that brother, man.
Definitely. I want to pray for all the women that were drafted and the ones that weren't drafted. You guys are successful and health is good, and for people that don't have a team, find a team to be on, or go overseas and just be successful. I know it's that draft process, like you said, is hard, and so also NFL guys and everything like that, draftees, definitely good season and the process and everything like that. Also, I want to pray for Steph and his healing and his knee and his ankles and all that stuff. Protect him, Lord. Have them, he doesn't have to go do anything this season, but next season, protect him and
so it's okay if he goes bad this season, but next season.
I'm saying as far as like if they don't win this season, it's cool.
This guy.
We'll prolong it from next season.
Oh my God, I've never heard such a fan prayer ever in my life.
Pray for Jerry Jones, because if he don't get this right with 2 first-round picks,
what you gonna do? Stop being a fan?
No, but I'm gonna.
Exactly. So Cowboy fans, y'all need to hush. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all own a lot. You've been lying to y'all for 30 years, and y'all ain't gonna do nothing.
I'm gonna stand outside the Star with a sign and say, "Fire Jerry Jones and hire GM."
And then he'll give you 2 tickets to come in, and you'll put that sign down in the trash can. So let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Who? Anybody you praying for?
Yeah, all the people that are in the portal.
Yes.
Keep your head up and be patient, and it's coming.
It's coming. There's a lot of sorting out going on right now.
That is a prayer for mine.
Yeah, and we specifically, and I'll say what you want. We're specifically praying for Bryn Lusby to land in the right spot, a spot where she can flourish and blossom and be used to her full potential.
Amen.
And
amen.
Jeff, I'm hoping you open that email. So there you go. I'm actually got to send out another email. I meant to tell you that, Byron, to Florida. I'm gonna see if I can get that one endorsed by the coach.
Ain't nothing wrong with TCU either. It's right down the street.
I mean, little nepotism ain't never hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So there you go. Okay, who we unshouting? Anybody?
I don't really have none. I don't have any this week.
So I have an unshout out, shout out.
Okay.
I have an unshout out, shout out.
Well, I got one.
My unshout out, shout out is Sharon Moore. Like, I hate that you go. I'm actually kind of glad it didn't go as bad as it could have been and probably should have been. But also, you're an idiot.
That's a good one.
That is a balanced take.
I mean,
That's
he's an
good.
idiot. Let's just call it what it is. You didn't have to go through this. This is stupid.
That's a good one.
So that's my unshout out. Shout out.
My unshout out is the idiot reporter that reported something 2 years ago that everybody knew about except for him.
Yes.
Like everybody knew about that.
Yeah, it's not new
Everybody
news.
knew.
Yeah.
There was not a scout that went to Miami that didn't talk about it 2 years ago when it happened. So why are you bringing it up now?
Yeah, it's not. But you know,
go sat down somewhere, jerk.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
don't do that to a kid. Don't do. I mean, this is how the thing happened with Kyron Lacey, stuff like that. This is how that happens. Like, you got to be more responsible than that as an adult.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, stop being petty. Because you didn't give you an interview. Is that why you're doing this, or you don't like the kid?
Like the victim's family was like, "Don't bring this up. This has been settled. We're done. Like, we don't even want it brought up. So why are you bringing it up?"
Yeah.
Because to a lot of journalists, let's just keep it a buck. To a lot of journalists, this is news, and it makes their careers. And they think, you know, to a lot of publications, this is, you know, people clicked on our site today, so that means something. So okay, whatever. But I just don't want to live that way as a journalist. I've never wanted to live that way. I'm not interested in that. There's some ish that went down with Louisville this past 2 or 3 weeks. I won't be talking about that. It's not news to me. I don't care about that. I know fans care about it because fans are messy and they don't know no better. But that's not news to me. You know, what people do behind closed doors, that ain't got nothing to do with me. My job is to report the what happens on the field, what happens on the courts. That's my job. And I try to do my job to the best of my ability and tell those stories. But I'm like Byron. I'm not interested in your whatever. That's got nothing to do with me. Although I will say, Diana, I'm a little disappointed. And she gets my final unshout out. I'm disappointed. I thought you, but listen, now the receipts are coming out, and apparently this is who you've been the whole time. So maybe I had it wrong.
I did find a shout out I'm gonna give. Let me shout out Jack Harlow.
All right, shout out Jack. Why Jack get that shout out?
What'd he do?
Made
a neo soul album.
So what? Jack loved listen. Once you go black.
No, that's not always true with them though. It's a lot of these artists that time they can get famous another way, dog. They put us right down.
But that's Jack's point. Jack said, I done went black. I ain't going back.
The miseducation of Jack Harlow. I don't want to hear that. I don't hear that.
You know what? I'm not here for your hate either. Jack, I got your back. You be as black as you want to be.
No.
We lost Post Malone.
Hey, I don't want to hear that. So I shut you out.
We never had Kid Rock.
Go back to rapping. You still got Robin Thicke and
Yeah, Robert Thicke. Robert stayed. He stayed the whole time. He been there the whole time.
Shut you out.
All right. I can't support that unshout out. That's bad. He's from the crib, man. He's from the crib.
Well,
I'm not gonna support that.
You need to tell him to stop it.
Oh man. Jack, you make the blackest music you want to make, brother. Black it up.
Stop it.
Black it up, Jack. Okay. Who we shouting out to end this show?
Shout out, like Chad said earlier, to all the ladies that got drafted and go do great things. It was a good look. I'm glad. Shout out to the Players Association for getting them the contract so they make real money too.
Yes.
That's a huge deal. So shout out to them for getting.
They got a long way to go, but it is nice to be able to say
they took a ginormous step.
Oh man, listen. It's nice to be able to look at the top players in the WNBA and see them as millionaires.
Correct.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And that will help the overall everything. So I'm very happy for them. Very happy for them as well. who else are we shouting out? Well, I do have one more unshout out. I'm gonna shout out ESPN a little bit because Malika and Shanae and all of them do a wonderful job covering the WNBA or they do a wonderful job covering the WNBA and the college women's basketball. So why do you take them off the draft analysis at the end? That don't seem right to me. Andrea, let them do what they do. You don't need no disrespect to the brother who I forget his name that does the play-by-play. I get it, but also you need a man. You don't need a man for that. If you're gonna go all women, go all women. Let the brother listen. Let him do something else. You want to do play-by-play? That's fine.
You made your point because you don't even know his name, and you know all the mothers. So.
Right. I don't want. And to be honest with you, there's no disrespect to him, but I don't care that you're there, bro. Like I don't care. Yeah. Let these women run the thing, man. Let them have it. Let them have that moment. They've earned that moment, and they're good. It'd be different if they weren't good. They're good. So let them have that moment. So that's another shout out to ESPN. So that's petty to me. Like, why come on now? So anyway, all right. I don't know what's going on in the Charlotte game. The dancing is crazy right now. The Charlotte fans are turning up in Miami for real. It is wild. But they're having a good time. So anybody else we shouting out?
Shout out Rory and his win. Also shout out the top 52 players that actually was able to get some money, because even if you're in 54th place, you still get $52,000.
And let me also echo that shout out by shouting out my wife, who learned a lot about how golf money is distributed this weekend. We had a really good, solid conversation. And she was like, I wouldn't want to carry that man's bag. I said, that man just got $450,000.
Yeah. He just got broke off.
He got to have $450,000 for carrying that bag. Yeah. She said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I will carry that bag tonight."
Exactly.
For a fourth.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Shout out to my wife as well, who's watching the Masters with me.
Yeah,
that's she don't normally watch golf, but she had a vested interest. It was the Masters.
Okay, well, mine watched it with me too, and she was like, "I don't understand why you got to carry that bag." I said, "Because you can't carry that bag and play good golf at the same time. It's just impossible. His bag is heavy."
Exactly.
Well, he should get paid for it. Oh, he did. If he finishes in the top 10, by the way, the top 10 all got paid. Like everybody got paid, but okay. But the top 10 for sure got paid. But I would like to see listen, let's not be
tied for ninth, you got 630,000.
If you call me to carry a bag, I'm there. I am carrying that bag with everything that I got.
Especially as good as they are. Like, shoot, when they get to rolling, you just tell them the distance and hand them whatever club they want.
Yeah. Exactly. And then when you tell them, they should listen. I'm looking at you, Justin Rose. Looking at you. Just listen. Like he told you. He said it's the right club. He's like, no, I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. I just want Justin to be his best self. That's all. And I felt like he wasn't.
That sounds like an unshout out.
Yeah, that's how you get our shout out. That's actually the literal definition of an unshout out. So, all right, that's all we got. Always shout out to our wives for taking care of us. Tonight, one of our wives, not on this show, but really took care of one of the brothers. So appreciate that. Take care of our guy. We appreciate that. And all of you for listening every week. Coming to hang out with us here and listen to the Five. We appreciate you. A lot of great things going on. Hopefully we're getting closer to some bigger announcements here soon, and we enjoy this. We have a good time with this. Next Tuesday, I think we will be off, which is why we did the mock tonight. Matter of fact, next week we'll be off, like the whole next week. So just wanted to get a lot of stuff in this week because we ain't gonna be here next week. But then the week after that we'll be back. So we were going to give our NBA superlatives, but I decided this mock might take longer than we thought.
That's gonna be easy too.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, second and third place for these awards would be interesting, but the first place ones would be fairly easy.
I think so too. So there you go.
Pretty crazy.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're gonna get off and let y'all watch the end of this game because it's gonna be worth it. God bless you. God keep you. In the words of Kev on stage, we'll see you at the conference.
Five will get you 10 when you're plugging in with the five. There's no mystery. Let's make history with the five. Oh, the strongest 2 and 3. Add 1 more plus me and do the five.